Good morning, everybody. I hope that you're doing great this Thursday morning. And this morning, what I want to talk to you something near and dear to my heart, and it is the energetics of medicine. And do LifeWave patches work? Right? How could they possibly work? Because many people have seen that the when you place a phototherapy patch on your skin, they're wondering, well, how can you get light from that? And how can it also have a systemic effect? So I'd like to start off by talking a little bit sciencey. I'm sorry we're going to get into that. I've been a family doctor for more than 20 years. And what happened was I got sick and I needed to find ways to get better. One of the ways was functional medicine. And that's why I think functional medicine is the bomb. It really can help people get better fast. And the other way is through biohacking and some biotechnology. But these are things that I did not learn in medical school because we didn't even know about the possibility that light can affect the whole body. So I think that understanding a little bit more about the research that's going on. So I'm only going to give you a few like crazy busy slides before I go into a little bit more about, functional medicine, that kind of thing. But how can this possibly be that when you put a small, quarter size sticker on your skin, that you can get a therapeutic effect? And the reason that this works is because it's almost like a mirror. These patches almost work like a little tiny mirror that reflects back specific wavelengths to your body. And what we know from research is that when near infrared light comes into the body, it affects a lot of different processes in the cell. One of those specific processes is the production of energy, which, the currency of energy in the body is ATP. And but it affects many different processes, and different wavelengths will affect different things, right? So this is a busy slide, but it's showing multiple mechanisms of light, PBM being photobiomodulation, in the brain. And a big question has been, if we're putting light on the head, how is it getting through all those layers? And when you look at the research, what you see is that there's something systemic that happens when you put light on. So I could shine a light on my tummy and I could get a brain effect. Very interesting. And the things that we know happen with light in the brain are improvement in the blood vessels, a loss of cell death. They survive longer, improvement in antioxidants, improvement in lymphatic drainage from the brain. We see better oxygenation of the brain, more synaptogenesis. That means the neurons grow in. And so these are from basic light therapy. And, what we also understand is that somehow photobiomodulation or light therapy interacts with the water in our body. And there's some very interesting research coming out of the University of Washington discussing how the state of water, we used to kind of just think water was water, but the state of water can affect things like ATP production. Like it's possible that it's going to make that little, it almost looks like a rotor. If you see in the image I'm sharing with you, spin faster so you can make more energy. Maybe that's the reason that people are seeing such an increase in energy. And we also know that your blood contains free floating components of the mitochondria, circulating cell-free respiratory components of mitochondria. That is the ATP part that makes the ATP. Okay. So this is another theory why putting light in one place on the body can affect the whole body. And I think it's important that we come from that kind of a state of curiosity around new technologies, trying to find technologies that will do as little harm, right? I mean, right now, a lot of medications that I've prescribed in the past can potentially do a lot of harm. Whereas something like this, a phototherapy patch that gives a single wavelength, I have not seen it do harm. And the worst that I have seen with the patch is that somebody was a little sensitive to the adhesive, and then they can put it onto a piece of clothing because because of the nature of light, it can pass through clothing. So to those of you who are wondering how this could possibly help you, I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into it. And I'd love to, I'm going to show you a little bit more. Let me just share my screen again. And I'm going to talk about how this is an opportunity for health, how this is something that can potentially change lots of people's lives, and truly make a big difference in people's lives. So let me there while this is preparing. So it's a golden opportunity. When I came to it, I had a patient bring me the patches. Oh, look, it's taking a little bit of time. Hopefully it's gonna work. Oh, my computer. Okay, here we go. All right. Healing others, healing self. It's a golden opportunity. Well, if you're a person who's trying to help others feel better, or if you're a person who is trying to heal yourself, this is worth looking at. And when we look at the old medicine, where I was trained that DNA was destiny back when they had not already cracked the genome. They didn't already know what all the DNA was showing us. And what the DNA showed us is that there's a whole lot more to what gets expressed. And even as important as the DNA is what we're exposed to, our choices, our thoughts, our actions. And one of those exposures is light. So it's important, your diurnal rhythm, your day, your night, your night, so critical. That's why people who are on night shift, I'm like, the first thing I ask is how much longer do you have to be on night shift? Night shift is really hard on the body. And my heart goes out to those people that have to work, medical profession, working all nights. It's hard. We want to be able to help people to do these things that will turn on good genes, like moving, like sleeping. And right now I have resources for people who want to go through how to sleep, how to heal your gut, how to get moving, that are part of free resources for those who are trying the phototherapy, because they work better together, right? When you can double it up, how can you create better nutrition in your life? Eating around the outside of the grocery store with lots of fiber, fermented foods, fresh fruits and vegetables, and clean protein. And then reducing stress. The stress, I would say, is one of the biggest health problems that we have, because it causes people to have more inflammation, because it raises cortisol levels, and stress turns on inflammatory genes, you guys. So managing stress is one of the most important things you can do, so that you can start to change the instructions your body is giving itself. If we can change the energy, lift the energy in the body, and change the instructions, then you will see an improvement in your mental capacity, your ability to focus, your ability, the smoothness of your emotions, your physicality, your vibrance. All of these will get better, step up, 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 if we can improve the energy and the instructions. And that's what both functional medicine and these phototherapy patches do. Now, when I had a patient bring me the patches, I didn't feel it immediately. It takes time for you to improve from the inside out. And with the patches, I wanted to find a way to make them work faster, right? So that if you are interested in doing something for yourself, using the patches combined with some instruction, and that's why I made this membership, the Energy for Life membership, people can access courses that if they follow along and using the patches, they will feel better faster. And all you need to do is if someone had you watch this video, you just have to ask them, how do I access the courses she's talking about? Anybody in my organization has access to these, that they can share with a customer or a brand partner who's using the phototherapy patches. And, what do we want? We all really want joy, guys. We want to have a joyful life with friends and family. We all want to feel secure. Our spirits thrive when we are growing and contributing. And so that is what I want to give you as a gift. And so when we talk about what's the opportunity here, the opportunity for growth, for a community, for the ability to share this with other people too, and contribute to their lives, because it is profoundly life-changing. This combination. You know, when I got quite sick, I felt betrayed by my body, and I know many people feel this way, like they're doing the right things, and yet they still feel bad. And this is a powerful combination for those who are willing to take the steps. I don't think if you're a person that just wants to take a pill for an ill, this is not for you. If you're a physician who just wants to give out a pill for an ill, this is not for you, because it's hard. It's harder than that. You know, we need to make good choices. And so what I endeavor to do as a physician is I have a lot of information that I want to push out there to you so you can make the right choices. And when you put that phototherapy patch on your skin, that's going to increase GHKCU, a copper peptide that's basically the holy grail of anti-aging, that turns on younger genes and can activate stem cells, you are going to be able to feel better. So we know that stem cells decline with every year. You have less ability to respond to injury, to respond to sickness. And when we use light, and specifically using the X39 patch, you're able to tap into your body's wisdom, the wisdom to get better. And if you, like I say, put that along with clear instructions, functional medicine ideas, holistic health ideas, you can really make strides in your health and wellness. So if you haven't been patched yet, you got to get patched. I'm serious. Now, when I use this, a patient brought it to me and said their pain had gone away, something we've been working on a while. I was like, okay, well, I'm interested in that. Doesn't make sense to me, because at that point I had not read about the new energetics of light in terms of how it can affect the body. And the more I understood, I saw how it was possible that a wavelength of light could increase a peptide that activated stem cells. And, you know, stem cells are really a critical part of your healing. And the other things that we've been talking about, the choices, those also can activate stem cells. You can activate stem cells via fasting. You actually have to do a few days fast to really start to see a substantial increase in stem cells, but fasting can do this. And, you know, your overall choices can help your body decide whether or not you have regenerative ability. Adding the phototherapy patches increases the chances that you will have regenerative ability, because your body knows what to do. And I mentioned this before, it's like a tiny mirror. When you put the sticker on your skin, the patch reflects back specific wavelengths of light that activate the skin beneath it. And like I showed you before, a light in one spot can have a systemic effect. Okay. And they have measured the level of GHKCU in the body after people have applied this patch, compared it to people who applied a dummy patch. And we know that there's a statistically significant increase in GHKCU when we use this patch, which, you know, GHKCU, if you haven't heard of it, you look it up online on PubMed for sure, because you will see that it's used in many different areas of medicine. And, you know, you can't take it as a supplement because it is too unstable. Otherwise, people would take it as a supplement, but it's at this point, it's not possible. It's injected under the skin to help with wrinkles. This is another slide showing you that the patches do something real. This is 6 months of wearing a patch for a horse, and a dramatic change in his coat and the heat map of the horse's insides. That's called thermography. So X39 does a lot of great things in the body. When you look online, you're going to see a bunch of testimonies on stuff that can get better when you wear this patch. Everybody has their own story. And the fact is, your body knows what its priorities are in terms of healing. It may not be the pain in your elbow that you want to go away. It may be have something more serious internally that your body needs to heal. So what this does is this wakes up your body's abilities by increasing that copper peptide. And when we do our own healing from the inside out, it's not instantaneous. Although some people may experience right away something, I believe a 3-month trial is a reasonable amount of time to see what's going to happen. You have to track. If you don't track, don't even do it, right? Because from experience with patients, I'll tell you that nobody remembers how they felt last month. You will not remember. So you have to track your pain, your sleep, your focus, your concentration, your physical performance. How far can you walk? How much can you lift? When you track those things and a before picture, because I'm going to show you some pictures, then you will be able to notice the change that happens over time. So how do you wear it? Either on the back of the neck, below the belly button, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. It's very, very simple. And you want to stay hydrated for the best results. Here's a few pictures. I just wanted to share with you how you can, see over a year's time what happened with one individual. She wasn't putting anything on her skin. She was putting a patch on the back of her neck. I love this picture so much. And so here's another one. She's got what I call the LifeWave glow. And this is 6 months of wearing the X39. Dramatic change in several of the skin features. Look at the coloration. I love that picture. This is someone who used the patch for a month, and they had a surgical scar present 1 year after surgery, and they used the patch for a month, and you see that the scar has almost melted into the skin. This is a great time for me to say that we do not make any medical claims around this product. This is a wellness product. This is to get your body to do the thing. This does not treat, cure, diagnose any disease. And we've seen some amazing people's experiences with shift and reduction in what's happening in their body that they want to fix. Okay, so you got to track, guys. Before and after pictures, y'all, they're just so important. Your before and after pictures. When you have the kind of things that are happening in these people's lives, it makes you want to take one from the top of your head too, right? The awareness around this kind of technology is growing quickly worldwide, which is another kind of neat thing, because it means that this is something that when you say, to someone else, they ask you, well, how are you starting to do all this exercise? Or they'll say, how is it that you look younger? Which people have said to me, how do you look younger than you did 5 years ago? And I'll be like, it's my patch. And then I'll ask them, what do you know about stem cells? It opens the conversation really easily. And then I just share a very quick video, or maybe I give them a patch to wear. People understand about the growing technology here. And what's great is that there's nothing in the patch. There's no medicine, no pharmaceuticals, nothing passes into the body. And the proof is in the pudding when you look at people, and also when you look at the growth of the company over a very short period of time. Explosion in the company, boom, because of the growth attributed to X39, from 23 million to 240 million in 3 years. And really exciting time as the company's gone international. And in the beginning, I said, what do we want? Well, we want joy. And part of joy is freedom. And when I started to share the patches with people, I did so from my clinic. I was like, I think this might help you. Give it a try. And many people found improvement with using these. And what I noticed over a period of time was that, gosh, well, it was also helping as an additional stream of income for my clinic. And that's something that anybody who uses the patches can take advantage of if they're interested, or if they need that, right? Because when you're part of the team, you get access to all of those resources, the healing resources that I give to people, you have access to. It is a purple cow product, which that cow is purple if you can't see the color of it. But that means there is nothing else like this in anywhere. There's no other patch that can increase GHKCU, that can activate stem cells. And it's supported by science. I feel powerfully good about it because of the science behind it. and that it's stepping into the new way we will be helping people in the future with energetics. Super easy. The patch is easy to use. The business is easy to do. If you have any interest, reach out to the person that asked you to watch this video, because it's all about putting a little patch on somebody and saying, hey, check out this video. It's as simple as that. If you're a practitioner, at the end of the visit saying, I have a patch that might help you, you could give it a try. And people often want to try something that is non-pharmaceutical. For a practitioner, the nice thing is that when a practitioner starts to share the patches from within our organization, they get to be part of a community where we are exchanging ideas. We are also a resource clearinghouse of those do-it-yourself, self-guided courses, meal plans. What's your goal? Do you want to heal your gut? Do you want to heal your sleep? Do you want more energy? Would you like to release some weight? All of these courses are available, and practitioners within our organization are able to share the same courses. You don't have to go make a course, or you don't have to go and necessarily learn all of functional medicine to share some nice functional medicine resources with people. People get better faster, they're happier, and you have more referrals. So the stem cell X39 is the flagship product, and that's what I suggest people be using. And how do you get it? Retail price is $5 a day. I do not suggest anybody pays the retail price because wholesale is $3.33 a day. And there's a 90-day money-back guarantee for preferred customers, 30 days for brand partners. And brand partners are those who are also able to share the opportunity and make more commissions. The other issue is that if you're going to go to my website and want to be get all the resources, as I mentioned, it takes a little time. So you need to be on auto ship. That means becoming a preferred customer. Preferred customers get access to the Energy for Life membership that I talked about. And the way that you will find that is you go to the website of the person that had you watch this video. They will be able to show you the way to get patches from them. And this is what it looks like when you go there. So if I'm the person that told you, then you can go to my website, which is linked below. And then if you want to get a patch, you just go to the shop tab and then go to X39. When you click on X39 like that, what you'll see is LifeWave X39 patches. I'm going to click on the LifeWave X39 patches, and then down below, you'll see you want to subscribe and save. That's what gets you the access to the Energy for Life. Now, if you want to join as a brand partner and be able to share it with other people, you would click on join. And when you click on join, you go to the page where you pick an enrollment kit. I'll tell you guys, honestly, I feel a little bit overwhelmed when I look at all those enrollment kit packages, and I'll tell you where I focus people. If you're on a big time budget, the bronze package gives you a pack of X39 and you are enrolled as a brand partner. And then you can easily next month upgrade to silver and the following month upgrade to gold. And so if you're on a budget, we go with the bronze. The silver gives you 3 packs of X39, great for you and to share with friends. I sort of think of the gold pack, which has 5 packs of X39 for a family who is wanting to try it together. So you have enough to share for your family and friends. And then if you're somebody who has a business and you want to share a lot of patches, then you would get a diamond kit. The diamond kit has additional benefits, such as you have the best price on the patches. It really helps people who want to run quickly with sharing and changing a lot of lives. It also comes with what we call 2 trickle orders, so you don't have to place an order for a couple of months. And that's the way that you would register. Within this, there's no requirement for people to have a lot of inventory. If you chose to do the business, you could just be on auto ship and share with others. So we don't have to buy a lot of patches. And the other question that I get commonly is, can you wear more than one patch? And you can. While I talk primarily about the X39 patch, there are other patches. The IceWave is a patch that is a class 1 medical device in France because of a recent study using 5 different medical centers showing a improvement in pain using the IceWave patch in France. And that was a recent study. And so the IceWave is a patch for pain. And that's one that I like to carry around in case somebody or me is having some kind of difficulty. It also is nice because it shows people quickly. If somebody has pain, the patches that I would be suggesting would be the IceWave and the Eon for inflammation and the X39. That's the trifecta for pain. And I encourage you to reach out with questions to clinic@feelgoodfunctionalmed to learn more about how you might get involved. How could you feel better, help others feel better? So that's our motto here is healing ourselves, healing others through the combination of holistic medicine and phototherapy. All right. So I hope that this is helpful for you. clinic@feelgoodfunctionalmed.com is my email. You can send me an email if you'd like to learn more. And I hope you have a super awesome